Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I just wanted to make a video talking about what's going on with me and kind of just what I've been thinking about over the past couple months. I just got back from working out actually just right now, so I kind of feel a little bit better and I feel refreshed in a way and kind of reflective right now. So I just wanted to make this video just to kind of tell you guys what's going on. So this video is going to be more of a personal video, so if you're not here for those kind of videos, then you can just leave right now if you want to. If not, then stick around and listen to what I have to say. So first and foremost, you can obviously tell that I've gained a little bit of my weight back. It's just because I've been negligent. I've gone back to eating. I've gone back to just not working out. I have not worked out. I've worked out twice within the past like month and a half, and it's horrible. It's probably even been more than that since I've worked out. So I'm really trying to get back onto that. I'm really trying to keep myself accountable. It's just been really difficult because I've just been so low energy over the past 3 or 4 months. Ever since kind of school kicked back in, I was all right for about a month and a half, and then all of a sudden I just had no energy to do anything whatsoever almost. So I just kind of didn't do anything. Like I kind of stopped doing my schoolwork at like in October. November I did almost nothing. Beginning of December is really when I started to try to get back into working on myself, just working on my schoolwork, starting to try to work out, just everything. I've been trying to, improve on myself, and that's a problem I've had. Is just I'm not, I'm just not taking care of myself. That's what's happening. I'm not taking care of myself, and that's just a standard human thing that everyone needs to do. Everyone needs to take care of themselves. Everyone just kind of needs to know how to be a human and how to take care of yourself, as I was saying before. And I was just missing some of those, and I'm not getting adequate sleep. That's probably partly to why I was having horrible sleep, and low energies because of sleep. I wasn't eating well. I was eating too much, and I wasn't working out. All contributions to low energy. And when I say I wasn't eating well, for the most part, it was just because I was eating too much. But at the same time, I've got to admit, I was eating some food that wasn't the best for me. And I've told myself this before, and it's when the moment you realize and you can look back at what you're doing and say, hey, I need to change this. This is wrong. It's the first step you take towards getting better and towards bettering yourself. And I think I started taking that step around this time last year, although I didn't really take it until January. And if you guys remember, if you guys have been watching for that long, back in January of 2018, I went to the doctor's office for one of my allergy appointments, and I weighed in at like 300 pounds. And I made a vlog, but like it was in my vlog. And, I was kind of joking about it in the vlog and everything, and yeah, it's like, oh, I'm 300 pounds, I'm really fat. And it's true, I was, but like, you kind of think, yes, you are, it's a wake-up call. You have to take care of yourself. My mom's not going to be here the whole time to take care of me. People aren't going to be babysitting me all the time, and I think actually that's a good thing in terms of at least me eating. At the same, I don't know. People aren't going to be feeding me all the time, but at the same time, people aren't going to be necessarily keeping me accountable to what I'm doing all the time. Which, if I make like a little friend group or a support group for that, that could help me with keeping myself accountable for that. But at that time, that's when I really realized, and it hit me. I'm like, hey, I need to get my stuff together. I need to stop doing this. This is unhealthy. And as soon as I did that, things started getting better. I felt so much better. After the first time I signed up, because I signed up for physical training, along with, I think I was just, really cutting down on my food. So I signed up with physical training, and as soon as I did that, I just started feeling 100 times better because you get more energy from it. You feel like you've done something. I started doing my schoolwork. I was feeling so much better. Now there were some downsides to that. The physical training, the day, or at least the classes we took in the morning, which wasn't necessarily part of my physical training. It was just a class I took. Those were way too early for me. It was unhealthy. I was getting sick from it. My mom was getting sick from it. We had to wake up. We had to be there at like 5 o'clock in the morning. We had to wake up at 4:30, and it just wasn't good for us to do. So it was not healthy for us. But as soon as I started doing that, my mental health just started going. I felt like my mind felt clear. That was kind of like the first time in a while that my mind felt like that. My mind really felt like it was clear. Of course, there are other things that contribute to that, but I'm just talking about in terms of me taking care of my body, in terms of physical and mental. My mind started feeling clearer because of that, and I started feeling better about myself. And of course, when I was doing that, I did that I was working out January. I started about halfway through January, February, March, April, and then it was about till April or May-ish that I was doing it, and then I stopped. I wasn't purposely stopping completely, but you know how it goes. Things get in the way one after another, and eventually you just stop. But during that time, and I've got to admit, I was doing some unhealthy things during that time too. I was fasting way too much. I did like a 3-day fast where I ate nothing. I just drank water. And I did a couple 24-hour fasts, which personally, in my opinion, aren't that bad. I've talked to my doctor. My doctor said I shouldn't do it, but to me, it's not that bad. I probably should have listened to my doctor, but that's just me, stubborn on me. I was doing, some other things that weren't healthy. And it wasn't because I wanted, part of the reason I fasted was for working out, was for losing weight, which that was for intermittent fasting. The other ones was for something completely different, something completely different. I just felt so much better, and of course I could feel, I could fit into better clothes. I started losing weight. My waist size went down tremendously. It felt like there was a point where my waist size didn't go down, and then all of a sudden went down like 2.5, 3 sizes over like 2 days. That's what it felt like. It felt like one day I could wear a pair of pants, and then like a week later, those pants were like way too big for me. So then the summer hit, and in my mind I was like, hey, I can keep this up. This is the summer. It's gonna be even easier. I just got to keep on, doing what I'm doing. And I realized during the summer that I gained some weight, and I was like, hey, it's okay. I'll be able to knock it off. It's okay. This is something that I can get through. Well, August came. I realized I gained about 15-20 pounds. In my mind, I'm like, that's a lot. And the thing is yeah, I gained 15 to 20, I think it was about 15 pounds. That's a lot. That is a lot. But to me, in my mind, comparative to how much weight I have already, it's not really that much. Even though it probably is. And and then as soon as August and October started getting here, for some reason I just got really depressed. And it wasn't like really like a deep, really bad depression. It was just low energy depression. It was, I just don't want to do anything depression. It wasn't like a really bad depression. I mean, I've been through some times where I've had stuff like that, like really bad depression. There's actually a time, I made a video about it. It wasn't about depression. Like, it was a part of my life where something bad was happening, and I just made a video about it, and it really helped because I talked about it. But I just looked so depressed in it. I decided to make it unlisted. Some of you guys might have seen it. I know some of my closest friends might have seen it. I looked so depressed in that video. I just didn't want to keep it up. And it wasn't necessarily about depression, but I was depressed during that, and I've had trouble with that in the past. And one of the things I've talked about and thought about was doing therapy or something, but that's expensive and a bunch of other things. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. But that's something that, if you don't treat it, it can get bad, and you need to treat it. And you need to have people that know, hey, sometimes I struggle with this, that keep up with you, that can relate with you, that can make sure you're doing all right, and you make sure they're doing all right. And luckily I've had a couple of these people in my life. And yeah, but so at the same time, I can't always rely on them. I've got to learn to do some things myself as well. And kind of taking the first step towards wellness is the way to do it. Working out, it makes you feel so much better. Eating, sleeping correctly, all these things. Those are just the simple things you need to do. It's as simple as that. Just eat right, work out, sleep right, and you'll feel like 100 times better. And I know it's not technically that easy, because I mean, it's difficult. It is difficult. But if you become enough self-aware, woke, if you want to say it like that, but if you kind of reflect upon yourself, you're like, okay, I'm really struggling with this. And I mean, there are things in my life now that I'm trying to figure out, I'm only 18. There are a bunch of things in my life where I'm trying to figure out, like, why is this happening? Why is this, like, why is this? And I don't know, I might never realize, or I might realize 10 years down the road and I'll be laughing at myself. Maybe I'm looking at this video right now in 10 years. I'm like, haha, Lucas, you're so stupid. Little did you know. You just needed to chill for 10 minutes and you'll be fine. Maybe that's what's going to happen. But I just wanted to kind of put out what I was, what I'm going through. And that's kind of part of what I'm going through in terms of mental health. I'm not sure what I'm doing for college. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going to somewhere. I've discussed this in the past. Some of you guys in real life know what I might be doing. But I've really been just hoping that it's the right choice and considering it. At the same time, I don't know. I'm just trying to stay open.
Here are your 2 alarms.
Siri? No. I did not ask you for my alarms. It literally just popped up. Anyways, I'm just trying to stay open and consider what might be in store for me. So, I'm only 18. Even though in my mind right now, as soon as I turn 18, I'm like, hold up, I'm old. I'm 18, I'm old. And I really wish I'm like 14 right now. But then I've got to consider, hey, it's okay. I've got time. We can all be happy. We can all be chill. All right, so that's going to be the end of me talking about my mental health. Really, it's just, I'm getting there. It's something that, I just need support in, and I need to keep on working on that. Now let's talk about, of course, we talked about my physical health a little bit, and I know, this is pretty personal stuff, and there are some more other things I could discuss, but I don't want to because they're, like, really personal. Now, the YouTube channel, which is not really that personal itself, I just wanted to kind of reflect upon this year we've had on the YouTube channel, and it's really been an insane year for me, because January of this year, we had like 40 subscribers. No, we didn't even have 40. We had like 35 maybe. And now I'm looking back and we have 113 subscribers. It's not even the end of the year yet. So that in itself is insane. I'm even looking back at my editing skills from the beginning of this year to now, and I think they've increased a lot. If I look back even farther back to the beginning of my channel, you look back to my first videos, they were horrible. They were just absolute horrible. But everyone's got to start somewhere. And I'm a little bit more proud of my videos now, although I still think, it can get better. I still have stuff to learn, and I'm really excited about that. And I love editing. I don't know how much I can say this. I love editing. I love doing YouTube. I don't consider myself a YouTuber, because I don't like the name it kind of puts forth, the connotation that goes with it, or whatever you call it. I don't call excuse me. I don't call myself a YouTuber, but I really do like producing YouTube videos and content. The same with Twitch. Twitch now is a really kind of relatively new thing I've been doing, although I've wanted to do it for almost as long as I've done YouTube. And the amount of support I've had on Twitch is absolutely insane. I mean, it's crazy. It really is. And I've got to say, the time when my channel and my Twitch, the time when my YouTube channel really started to started to kick off was back in August. I've already talked about this. I have a vlog about it. You can check it out. Link to that will be in the description. But it's when I first kind of talked to Evan Bear 1, and he's been supportive of me so much. And it's just kind of gone up from there, and it's been crazy. I'm really excited for what the future holds in this channel. We still have a lot. I still have a lot of things that I want to do. I still need to record that 100 subscriber special. Mark my words, I will do something. I'm not sure what it is yet. And I've got a lot of videos kind of planned in the future. And yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on with me. This year has been great, especially the beginning of the year, and then beginning of the school year again wasn't the best, but right now it's going back up. I think it's getting better. I just need to keep on working on myself. Look on the bright side. And it's not just looking at the bright side. If you need to get help, then you're gonna have to go get help. You can't just smile more, as they say. Now, no offense to people. I love Roman Atwood. He's a good guy. This has nothing to do with him. I'm just saying, like, don't put on a fake smile if you actually need help. If you need help, you need to go get help. Yes, smiling is something that is great. Smile. Yes, I have a problem with not smiling. For some reason, I go around all day with looking dead inside, and it's like no one knows. Like, I don't talk to anyone. I just look dead inside. I just walk around. That's not what it is. It's not. I'm not saying to just put a smile on just to please others or to trick yourself into being better. But if you need help, you need to go get help, and you need to talk to people about it. And that's the way it's helped me so much. It really has. I mean, in the past, I have talked with a therapist before. Although I didn't continue that just because at the time I was a little younger, and I don't know. I just was really uncomfortable, and I was forced into it, and it's a long story, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. And then one last thing I wanted to say, or a couple last things I wanted to say is, if again, I'm not a very social person when it comes to real life. I don't walk around making new friends left and right. But if you ever do see me in real life, which, I mean, I know a lot of my people that watch are people that are my friends in real life. But besides that, like, if you do see me in real life, and then, feel free to talk to me. Like, if I don't talk to you, like, okay, and I guess this is more pointing to the people I know. If I don't talk to you that much in real life, it's not because I don't want to talk to you. It's just because I'm just nervous. In general kind of social settings. It's weird. I know it sounds weird. Nervous, really? It's just talking, yeah. Although I've gotten better at it. I'm just nervous, or I'm just really shy, or I don't know. I just don't, I'm just not really outgoing. But if you do reach out to me and start talking to me, I really will do my best to, just have a conversation with you. I'm just not a good conversation initiator when it comes to it, really. I don't know what else I really want to talk about this video besides Twitch has been insane, bunch of stuff. This microphone right here, all thanks to my patrons over on Patreon, and people have been supporting me on Twitch. It's really helpful. Every single thing helps, and I just can't thank you enough. It really does mean a lot. So we're gonna end this video here. I really thank each and every one of you, but for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Lucas, and I'll see you next time.